About what I have done anymore. All I can tell you is that I have worked in corporate and I have also run education business on my own, which is what I am doing today. So all I am trying to tell you is that whatever you feel like doing, you people can actually do it. In our day and age, we never had the internet. Today, how many of you go on the net every day? Can you please raise your hand? Whoever goes to works on the internet. Do you all work on the internet? More of you should do more research in the net for yourself. Because today you have a tool like the internet which Puneet and I probably didn't have at their age. Okay? Internet is there for knowledge. It is also there to confuse you with too much information. Okay? Okay, so now let us basically look at what kind of courses you people are doing, and then I can talk a little bit about the kind of careers that you can actually pursue. Want to do engineering? How many of PCM, PCB subjects here want to pursue engineering in the future? Okay. It's not mandatory to raise your hand. Okay. How many of you science students don't want to do engineering? Don't want to do? Okay, now, just for the teachers and for all of us, why am I doing this? Simply to get something out of people and face some reality. In India, there are actually probably 40 lakh students who will finally attempt the IIT JEE exam in the next year or the following year. This year it was close to about 10 lakhs. In India, what happens is, there's a natural inclination for the person to actually study science, and if they study science, the parents will say, engineering ही तो करना है, तो पागल है क्या, physics पढ़ेगा? So the problem in our country is that everyone has to do engineering if they are science students. Maybe only 5% will come out of this, fight with the system, fight with their parents, or if their parents are more understanding than mine, will pursue BSc Physics or BSc Chemistry, will pursue a bachelor's in a pure science subject. Now why is that? Simply because right now if you ask someone, including teachers, what is the future of studying physics honors in India, some people may not have a ready answer today. Some people may not have a ready answer because if you study physics, chemistry, biology as a BSc subject, the logical step after that is research. The logical step after that, you have 80% of students going abroad at the master's level, or even working professionals like Puneet have gone abroad at a later stage. 80% of Indian students sometimes after their graduation, sometimes after their masters, and after work experience. So 80% of the student and working class is going abroad for other options. About 20% people go for undergrad studies, and in cities like Delhi, NCR, Mumbai, Bangalore, probably 25% of that not at the undergrad level, they go to seek careers abroad, or they go to study abroad straight after class 12. So I will try and give a brief summary of the differences of studying here and studying there, and what stops you from going abroad sometimes. How many IITs are there in our country? This is for all. Don't say, please raise your hand. Don't discuss. Good try. Anybody else? Very good try. Anybody else? Very good try. He is actually correct. There are 16 IITs, but the 17th one is BHU, which is an IIT. There are technically 17 IITs and 22 NITs. NITs are what we used to call as regional engineering REC. They are called NITs. So there are 39 institutions that an IIT JEE student actually is targeting. And you all must know this. I may be wrong by one or two institutions. This is the data of 2013, which I think is still there. Commerce, economics, I think it was an L-shaped show of hands. How many of you love any of these subjects? Let's say, how many of you actually love accounting? Good. So, why did I ask accounting? Why didn't I ask economics? Why didn't I say commerce? Because accounting is the base for finance. Accounting is the first step that a person must know in order to get into bigger scope of things later on. That's one. Two, accounting is also linked a little bit like maths, and it's linked to high scoring. I'll tell you why. Because how many of you in economics are good at maths? You better be. You better be. If you are economics students, remember, mathematics, statistics, all these things will bother you throughout your life until you complete economics. And if you are economics, you have to study very hard, you have to get into economics and a subject at the master's level also, you might have to. I'll tell you why. Very logically, I'll tell you students why. Because whether you are doing commerce, whether you are doing economics, right, you are actually thinking of business. You will have to get into the business and corporate world as soon as you can by pursuing the courses that you want to pursue up to the MBA stage. Or you can look at qualifications like Chartered Accounting, CA, Cost Accounting. You can look at, these are not degrees. Don't confuse Chartered Accounting with degrees. These are qualifications. Okay? So degree is academic, qualification is professional. I repeat, you hear of US CFA, CPA, these are the CA. Let us look at how much you can earn. Let's talk about salaries, right? So, why not discuss about careers in terms of your first step into? You think about you. You need not go where your aunt is just for your career. Sorry. If your aunt is in New York, your course is available best in Florida, let's say. Or in India also, let's say your course is, there in Bangalore. Your aunt is in Kanpur. It is study in Kanpur. I am saying it like this because it's very common, including parents. My sister is in Toronto, aap in Canada based. Right? Why? Just because my aunt is there and every weekend my son can meet him. Okay, how many of you here play some sport for the school? How many of you represent the school for something other than studies? Okay, that girl with spectacles. Tell me, what do you do? Judo. I got the first thing away from you. That's very nice. That's very good. What about you, the other person?
National gold medalist.
Please stand up. He's national gold medalist?
Yes.
Please stand up. I think you have to give her a hand. They clap much more loudly than when I came on stage. You are much better. Please sit. Very good. These kind of achievements, by the way, just to keep you also, if you are applying for 100% scholarship in United States, I have been a regional director for University of Kansas. I would have given you 100% tuition waivers. I would have. So we can talk later if you want. These are the kind of people that, but one point I'll take before we invite lots of questions from you. Please do answer, do ask questions. What is the salary of an average engineer in India? Anybody, including teachers? Average salary of IIT student. Related questions.
Good, then how can we go to abroad?
I think that's an excellent question. Give him a hand right now. We didn't expect an applause for that, but it's a very good question. It's the basic question that should be asked. How can you go abroad if you cannot afford to go abroad? I can tell you, you can still go abroad. I'll give an example, okay? My answer will be with some example. There was a boy who got 59% in Calcutta, Don Bosco Parsacas. Good school, some of the teachers may have heard. Don Bosco Parsacas is one of the best schools in the country. But he got 59% and he was representing the state in a sport. Swimming, if I recollect. He took the SAT exam, he took coaching and everything, we helped him. He said, I am not choosy. I don't want to go to Harvard and this because I am not such a good student. I want to go to a good state university which you can attend. And I don't have money. My father can give 7, 8, 9 lakhs maximum in a year. I think that much normally parents can give, right? So I'm talking about only staying cost. So whatever it is, whatever we did with him, we helped him. We got 100% scholarship in Cleveland State University, Ohio. At that time, nobody had heard of Cleveland State University.
How many of you know STEM?
STEM. Okay, so STEM means science, technology, engineering, management. These are the STEM courses. That's the way USA, Australia, UK, they talk about science students. Okay?
I want to study from home. It's not be very loud.
I'll repeat the question. She wants to become a business tycoon. Can you name me one business tycoon? Name. Do you want to study in Harvard? Name me somebody. Bill Gates. Very good, very good. Have you heard of Steve Jobs? No. So her question is she wants to go to Harvard and she wants to become a business tycoon. So are you a common student? Okay. Excellent question. You can also give her a big hand. Okay. By the way, it is possible, I'm going to say a very funny thing. It is possible for anyone in this room today, provided they take a few small steps, to get a Columbia alumni, to get a Harvard alumni. He is a Columbia alumni. You agree? Did he take GMAT and try to go to Columbia when he had zero work experience? No. He got 10 years of work experience. He then applied directly to Columbia. He must have done a lot of right things. Is an alumni today? So first answer is, you can be an Harvard alumni, maybe not immediately, but later, for sure. Now let me explain how. She's a BCom student, so let's say she takes SAT and goes abroad and gets full scholarship. Let's take the best possibility first. You get full scholarship, you are studying in USA, not in Harvard, but in a state university. Maybe you are close to Harvard. Where is Harvard? Where in US? Anybody knows? Where is Harvard in US? At the age of 28, between 28 to 45. That is the kind of profile that goes to Harvard to do MBA. You can't go to Harvard by getting a top GMAT score and having only 2 years of work experience. Normally don't. But you can do it. There are two people who control a company, CEO and CFO. The CFO, I feel, is more powerful because he controls the money. I am not telling you not to do it. I am just telling you that this is the thing in the future. Take a subject which will have actuarial science as a part of the course anyway. Then you are not specializing, but you are learning actuarial science. There will be a lot of educational institutions in India who have recently gone into actuarial science and they are promoting actuarial science so that they get students early. I am here to share everything with you guys. There are people in this country who are promoting this course, but I would not advise that you do it at an undergraduate level straight away, because then your knowledge, just scope of your own knowledge is going down. It's like saying, sir, I want to do only automobile engineering and not mechanical engineering. That is still okay. Automobile engineering may be still okay. So try to do something which is wholesome. For example, why is the course called BCom Honors? It has economics, no? It has math, it has commerce, it has accounting. That's the way education is built. So when you do something at undergrad level, actuarial sciences, you take it as a course, if it is part of a main degree, and then specialize in it at the master's level, not a problem. Not a problem. You can become an expert in the line. And some of you have asked, what does it take to become an entrepreneur or a business person and not work for anybody else, right? Okay. Okay. So how do you have the fun of not working for anybody else? Let me tell you, you will always have to work for somebody or the other, right? Even if it's your... So first of all, right after class 12, don't try all these things. That's number one. Okay. But after your graduation, nowadays it is almost mandatory.
Speak without mic, so it is even clear. Without mic is even clear.
So don't try business. अच्छा, पहली बात तो आप लोग थोड़ा सा शांत हो जाओ when I'm talking. That will increase your, that will increase my volume automatically. And when you talk, I'll keep quiet. So, first of all, don't try to do business after class 12. And I'm sure that much you all know. Don't try to do that immediately. But if you, after graduation, also today as an educationalist, I should not say, I think you should get one postgrad degree. After that, if you don't want to work and start a business, the first thing you should do is follow somebody whom you admire as an entrepreneur, either in India or abroad, doesn't matter. And follow that person. How many of you like cricket? Okay. Number of cricket followers are going down. That's bad. Okay. So for example, a young cricketer will say Sachin was my idol, but he's also playing for India. Similarly in judo, koi idol hoga. That girl is now playing now in the national team. Who was the judo person? आपसे दूर ही रहे. So what I'm saying is have one idol and try to get in touch with that person so that you learn. I would say work with an entrepreneur, then become an entrepreneur. Because today, in our days, knowledge was power. आपने सबने सुना होगा. Knowledge is power. Everybody has, all the teachers. Sharing knowledge is power. Sharing knowledge is power. You don't have to share all your knowledge. Share some of it. That's one thing. Two, how many of you have heard practice makes perfect? कितना हाथ ऊपर करो आप सब. Teacher भी. Practice makes perfect. How many of us agree? कितना तो बताओ. That is incorrect. For the last 15 years, I tell you why. Suppose I am a cricketer. Well, I was a cricketer, so my examples are from cricket. Suppose I play the straight drive like this every day. Perfect. Am I playing the straight drive? So, perfect practice makes perfect. English, one type of question, reading comprehension, critical reasoning, and one more type, sentence. What is coaching? Every time a child attempts one type of question, 10 questions of that question. If that child is not getting 7 or 8, he is not ready for the test. He is not ready for the test. Until that child knows how to answer every section of that exam at a 7 out of 10, then he is ready or she is ready for the test. Unless teachers are good. That is the first thing to you also. Don't get into business until your idol is good. Otherwise, don't get into it. So, how to become an entrepreneur? Have an idol. Try to work as a trainee there. Learn the business. Then replicate that business.
Not actually want to work early and start some, earning early.
Okay, so see the earliest job opportunities in our countries, fortunately or unfortunately, is the BPO or ITES. Which means working in the ITES industry, you may not be a graduate, you will get a job.
I think to start only they can have internship as the learning opportunity. So don't focus on how much money you are earning. Even if you are working with a very good company, but they are paying you only 20,000 or 10,000 a month as stipend, please don't lose that opportunity. कि friends को ज़्यादा package मिल रहा है. In case it is your dream organization or your dream role and you are learning, so from the age of 20 to 30, focus as much as on the learning part. Learning में earning छुपा हुआ है. आप L को ignore मत कीजिए. Focus on the learning. Earning would be based on your talent and capabilities.
So I think what we're basically telling you is, in order to start a business, work first. Like you said, early work is also possible. Either as an intern or directly as an employee in BPO or ITS. right? In our country or abroad, I think it's a general question. In our country, it's a very good question. You have to work in a bigger institution to know how medical science is actually delivered to the patient. See, unless you know the whole process, I'm going a step ahead of MBBS. But initially you will be an assistant, you will work as a team with the doctor in whichever line of medical science you go.
There are institutions and do not get excited about this part course. I call it a part course. अरे भाई CA ही पढ़ो ना. You understand what I'm saying? How many of you have done subset and superset? अरे भाई will you specialize in subset or superset? अब तो डांटना पड़ेगा आप लोग. Everybody starts a new course tomorrow. 25,000 रुपए आपसे ले लेंगे, आपको टैक्सेशन पढ़ा देंगे. क्या आप पंडित बन जाओगे? Hey bhai, see, I'm telling you from the education industry, here I'm speaking at a personal level and I want to speak as an educator. Do not get enticed by short notice. आज आपको IFRS का भी कोर्स मिलेगा. 24,000 IFRS International Standard. I'm telling you at this level, don't do it. How are you going to do it? You study accounting, basics of accounting and everything, you get your 80% marks. There is a time to do all that. Not now. So one thing very clearly coming out from these questions is, do not have the mentality to shortcut. But learn full accounting, taxation is only a part of it. I am telling you, taxation is one paper. In the CPA, American